They are our 2022 podium fundraisers. If you could get your cowbells ready, if you see those on the tables, grab your cowbells, please. These incredible individuals deserve some noise. They've each raised in excess of $25,000.
Let's start with Dan Tim.
Dan Tim. Yeah, Matt Donnie.
Nicole Stubblefield. Stubby Strong.
Sawyer Merlin. All right, Sawyer.
Ryan Fields.
Ann Sullivan.
Ron Triplett.
Heather Johnson.
And
I have made the podium. Thank you.
David Dreyer.
Yeah, thank you. And one just snuck in after hours, Kevin Olm. Kevin, congratulations for making podium.
Yes.
And the list keeps changing, so if we missed you, we will catch up with you later, and we thank you as well.
Speaking of the podium, one of our most inspiring recent podium fundraisers is a young woman named Addie Darnell from DuQuoin, Illinois. Now, I talked to Addie as we were making the processional for Living Proof, and she doesn't enjoy this attention, so I'm going to stretch it out for a little bit.
That's her dad laughing.
While on the course last year, there was a man who passed me while I was struggling to get up a hill. And I don't remember exactly what he said, but it made me laugh. It was some funny words of inspiration. That turned out to be Addie's dad. I ended up catching up with him. We just started chatting. I didn't know who he was. He didn't know who I was. I met Addie's mom, too. And I just had a great talk with them. They're just amazing, amazing people.
Really are.
They told me the story of why they ride and Addie's story. But I learned after spending some time with them that not only their family, but their community is a force. After Addie's battle with stage 3A bulky Hodgkin's lymphoma, Addie and her family became involved with Pedal in 2021. Not only is Addie the youngest podium fundraiser in Pedal history, raising more than $34,000 last year. I told you, she's a force. She's also a Claire Blaze Spirit Award winner, a Ride for a Child with Team Edward Jones, and one of the most inspiring people we know.
I was at my family's house for Christmas. We celebrated early, and then I came home and I found a lump on my neck. We went to the ER and I did a whole bunch of tests and I got a CT with contrast, and they said that it was most likely cancer, but they weren't for sure.
By 7 a.m., we were in a mobile ICU on our way to St. Louis Children's with an advanced stage cancer diagnosis.
Celebrating the holidays, Christmas time, and preparing to do that. Next thing you know, you're spending Christmas in the cancer ward at Children's Hospital.
When I came here on December 21st, I was in the 9100 floor. All of your rooms are pressure locked. And so you really don't get to see anybody. But there was this girl, her name was Jordan Gutierrez. She was 15 and she'd been diagnosed since she was the age of 13. She was on 6 clinical trials and none of them had worked. She got a grant. It was for a shopping spree for Christmas. But what she did is she bought all the Christmas decorations she could buy without money, and she decorated the 9100 floor for Christmas. You just got to see kids be kids. And that's really, really hard here. Because she knew she was going to die. But you could just see the smile on her face and the life that it brought to her, because she got to make other people's Christmases.
Treatment involved participation in a clinical trial that is a direct product of the kinds of work that we do here at Siteman Kids and the Siteman Cancer Center.
Dr. Hayashi and my team, they told me that you're gonna end treatment through chemotherapy, and you're most likely going to have radiation after the PET scan that you're gonna get in July.
I tell everybody that was the longest month of my life, the longest 4 weeks of Addie's life.
The whole town had rallied behind her. In a group Addie's in a school, they took their money and they bought purple light bulbs and they lined the street lights. The mayor gave them the permission to do that. I'm glad I live in a small town.
I got on July 2nd when I found out I was cancer-free. And it was really, really a shock because like nobody thought that I would have been done. So I was not expecting my outcome at all. So it was really, really nice to hear that I was done after my June 4th.
The amount of money that's been raised and the impact that money has had on cancer research and improvements in therapy is just a testament to the tremendous value that this event has for both the St. Louis community, but for the whole country in terms of cancer care.
100% goes straight to cancer research.
The money that Petal raises is multiplied by 5 to 7 times. It's going to give human beings a chance to live and follow their dreams.
Addie and her family are amazing, and Addie's story is just a beautiful example of the exceptional care available right here in St. Louis. When you pair St. Louis Children's Hospital and their world-class care with the advanced treatments available at Siteman Cancer Center, you have the incredible partnership that is Siteman Kids at St. Louis Children's Hospital. And here to tell us more is Dr. Jorge De Paula, Director of the Pediatric Division of Hematology and Oncology at Washington University School of Medicine in St. Louis. Dr. De Paula.
Thank you, Jen.
You're welcome.
Please stay with me here.
Yes.
How are you guys? Good night. Thanks to these powerful partnerships, we are definitely able to provide the most innovative, effective, and personalized treatments to all our patients, actually. From exclusive access to emerging therapies, to our survivorship services, and everything in between, we work together to give our patients a very compassionate and family-centered experience. Some of you have experienced that. We often say that our commitment to child health extends beyond the walls of our hospital. It is why the partnership we have with Pedal the Cause, especially our Right for a Child program, is so important. It beautifully echoes our belief that every patient is special, and it gives so much encouragement, support, and joy to our patients. We saw this in actions last weekend, for example, at the Kids Challenge, where we celebrated our right for child kids and families with the teams who ride in their honor. There were so many smiles all around. You had to see that, especially from our patients and their families, as you will see in just a moment, actually. But first, I'd like to thank you for cheering on and encouraging Right for a Child's kids, Addie, Harper, Natalie, Eli, Hudson, Charlotte, Elsa, Gabriela, Ava, Logan, John, Seth, Augie, Jake, and Chloe. Thank you. And thank you for joining us in this shared effort. Together, we are advancing critical research at Children's Hospital, and we are improving treatments and outcomes. I think that together, eventually, we will create a world without cancer. Thank you so much.
Are you guys ready to pedal? Pedal, pedal, pedal!
For Ameren, powering our communities is really what it's about. Seeing all these kids, all the energy that you put into, we really want to have thriving, healthy communities. So that's what we're doing.
your money goes to seed capital. It's venture capital funding of projects that are scientifically and medically very viable, but they cannot find funding for the startup costs to make these a reality. The dollars your kids are raising all go to these startup research projects that show so much promise. Thanks.
Last weekend's Kid Challenge was so fun. I hope you, if you weren't there last weekend, got to feel the spirit and all the fun that the kids had. Earlier this year, President Biden announced a reignition of the Cancer Moonshot Initiative with an aim to reduce the cancer death rate by half within 25 years and improve the lives of people with cancer and cancer survivors. Now, as we all know here, it takes innovation, collaboration, and funding to make this kind of progress possible. So I am truly honored to welcome a trio of brilliant minds from Siteman Cancer Center to share more about a moonshot project of their own and how investments from Petal Funds are laying a foundation for some groundbreaking research here in St. Louis. So please, welcome to the stage Dr. Tim Eberlein, Dr. Ryan Fields, and Dr. Bettina Drake.
Thank you very much. Is this a great night or what? Now, I just want to tell you, as you're thinking about this partnership that we have together, all of you who ride and spin and volunteer and raise money for Petal the Cause. And what's it work toward? It is an investment in new innovative treatments. And I'm going to talk about one project that is coming up. But we get a return on that investment almost 8-to-1 by submitting grants to the NCI, National Cancer Institute, and the NIH. So one of the great projects is a Moonshot project, and Dr. Ryan Fields and Dr. Bettina Drake are both professors. Ryan is the co-leader of our solid tumor program, and Bettina is the Associate Director for Community Outreach and Engagement. So, Ryan, tell us about this project and how the investment from Petal led to this very big grant from the NCI.
Thanks, Tim. I mean, one of the amazing things about Petal the Cause is not just the venture capital aspect that you heard, but it really brings groups together across disciplines from different schools, from different programs. And you know, Bettina and I have very different backgrounds in training. Bettina's expertise, as she'll tell you about a little bit, is on the public health side and healthcare disparities. My work on the clinical side, and then our two other partners, Graham Kolditz, also in public health, and Lee Ding, one of the directors of our Genome Institute, came together to really address this cancer moonshot question, an area of unmet need of how we could better involve patients and their caregivers and their families in clinical research, especially cancer genomics research. And Petal really laid the foundation for these collaborations and puts the seed money together so we can be competitive for these multi-million-dollar moonshot grants.
Bettina, tell us a little bit about how public health is wended into genomics, because they sort of seem like they're at the opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah. Well, that's the great thing about this grant is that we are combining the expertise of our public health professionals who are really involved in participant engagement, patient engagement, and really communicating with the patients and getting them involved in the research that's going on, all the way through to the clinical care and the genomics, the actual genomic sequencing of the cancer tumor so that it can better inform cancer treatments down the road.
So what we're doing is being able to more personalize treatments. And that results in better treatments but less toxicity. So, ladies and gentlemen, on Sunday, when you're pedaling, whether biking or spinning, I want you to remember one thing. You're creating miracles. And those miracles are because of the investment that you're making in these new innovative trials. So thank you all very much, and let's have the best pedal the cause ever.
Thank you so much to Dr. Eberlein, Dr. Fields, and Dr. Drake. We are truly fortunate to have Siteman Cancer Center right here in our own backyard. I know there have been several times where I've been at treatment and I've been next to people in the pod who've traveled from Chicago, Indianapolis, all over the country. And I feel so lucky that my drive home is 15 minutes. People come here from all over the world, and it makes sense. Siteman has been named as one of the top 10 cancer programs in the country, and the first in St. Louis, the St. Louis region, and the first in Missouri. Siteman offers world-class care, supported and strengthened by world-class research. Did you know, since PEDAL's start in 2010, we've supported the work of 191 individual researchers and 194 research projects. Yeah, it's incredible. And if we could, I'd like us to take a moment to recognize the outstanding team of these cancer researchers at Siteman Cancer Center and Siteman Kids at St. Louis Children's Hospital. Thank you so much for your dedication to finding cures, improving treatment options, and giving hope to so many in this fight. Many of you will recognize the researcher in our next story as a team captain, a top fundraiser, and incredible medical oncologist, Dr. Nancy Bartlett. And Bartlett's Bikers are making an amazing impact in the fight against cancer.
I joined the Washington University faculty in 1994 after completing an oncology fellowship at Stanford. I've been focusing on clinical research in lymphoma, so designing clinical trials, testing new drugs for patients with lymphoma.
The thing I think that makes Dr. Bartlett different than a lot of other doctors is her empathy. I used to ask her to just call me at home with the results because I couldn't take it in the room, and she accommodated that, and I think that that separates her. She does what patients need to get through these trying times, and she's there to celebrate the good.
I just have a huge appreciation for what they do, the intellect of these folks, the pressure they face, but the compassion as well. She and her team are just the best of the best.
It's been fantastic training under Dr. Bartlett. She's incredibly passionate about clinical research, patient care, and medical education.
She's very enthusiastic, and she is very smart, very bright, and she is 100% an advocate for her patients.
I first got involved with PEDAL because my patient, Bill Coleman, and his wife, Amy, were the founders of PEDAL, and so of course he encouraged me to join. Bartlett's Bikers was started by two of my patients. They came to me asking if it would be okay if they named their team Bartlett's Bikers, and I said, oh, of course.
For me, the really important part about PEDAL is that it's for all cancer. It's a world without cancer. And to know that research is being done across the board it makes me feel like it is an invaluable place to make that donation.
When I talk to patients about considering donations to Petal, I think the things that I stress are we are a community of researchers, we are a major cancer center, we have connections with cancer centers and investigators all over the world, and there's really a chance that what we do here will make a difference not only for the patients at Siteman, but all of the patients with this disease.
I ask people to donate to Petal because it's giving our patients options. These clinical trials are sometimes the last option we have, so to have these open for the patient is just such a blessing.
I think I just ask everyone to think, if this was your own family, what would you want for them?
Watching Petal grow over the last 13 years has been heartwarming, and it's touched me in so many ways. I mean, in addition to all of the fundraising and supporting our research, seeing the St. Louis community come together, I mean, it makes me really proud to live in St. Louis.
1, 2, 3.
Bartlett's Bikers!
Earlier this year, we recognized another Petal superstar, a name all of you will know, and someone who truly embodies the Petal spirit. Since 2010, she has raised more than $600,000 as an individual fundraiser and $2.7 million with her team, Powered by Hope. She's recruited hundreds of participants, reached thousands of donors, and she's a fiercely committed and inspiring leader. There was great joy in awarding Terry Grieg with the 2021 Dan and Sheila Tim Breakaway Award earlier this summer.
Yes. I mean, David, just the money aside, this woman did an Ironman triathlon while she was undergoing chemo. Maybe your hero is Albert Pujols or Yadier Molina or LeBron James. Mine is Terry Grieg. I feel so fortunate to have met her, to have learned her story, and to call her a friend. I also call her, oh, Captain, my Captain. Terry Grieg, please come to the stage.
All right, Terry.
No. You probably can't see them, but your Powered by Hope team made signs. Thank you, Terry. You embody hope.
First off, I just want to thank David and the Petal staff for all that they do. And to Bill Coleman, also, are they here tonight? Okay, not here yet. They usually fly in and fly out. But anyway, because he gave me the opportunity, I like to say, to turn my pain into purpose. And that's what Petal has afforded me. It's given me a chance to give back. I always say that in order to keep something, you have to give it away. My word is hope. I've been able to hopefully share all of that with all of you. And I just wanted to recognize my Powered by Hope team, because without them, I wouldn't be standing here. We have raised over $2.5 million for Petal, and for that, I am so proud. I just wanted to end by, I listened to a song today, and I just wanted to share these words that were in the verse of the song, because I thought it really summed up what Petal has meant to me. And it says, if you're looking for hope tonight, raise your hand. If you're feeling alone and you don't understand, if you're fighting in the fight of your life, then stand. We're going to make it through this hand in hand. So this weekend, let's all hold each other's hands and let's raise money for Petal the Cause. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you very much, Terry, and congratulations again on the Dan and Sheila Tim Breakaway Award. Our new Director of Development, Pam Mandelker, is here to help me with this next award. Come on up, Pam. Please give a warm welcome of applause to Pam. Hi. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
In 2021, we presented Pedal pioneers Bill and Amy Coleman with the inaugural Founders Award. This year, we are honored to present the Bill and Amy Coleman Founders Award to a very special recipient.
Hi, everyone. It's an honor to be on this stage. And as development director, I have the privilege of working hand in hand with our incredibly generous corporate sponsors. Our partnerships sustain Pedal's 100% model and provide the foundation for our success. It's through their support, our corporate support, that we're able to invest each and every dollar that all of you work so hard to raise in cancer research, and thank you.
Yeah, each and every dollar you raise, you know that 100% goes to cancer research. Not only has this partner provided integral organizational support to Pedal the Cause, they have gone above and beyond with their fundraising efforts, donating an incredible $4.4 million since 2010. As they celebrate their 100th anniversary, we're thrilled to celebrate Edward Jones with this well-deserved recognition in this year's Bill and Amy Coleman Founders Award. Coming up to receive the award on behalf of his many, many colleagues is our dear friend and Pedal the Cause board member, Emery Schofield.
Hi, you all don't see this, but they have a cheat screen right here. I'm going to cheat off my phone if you don't mind. Thank you to Pam and David. This is awesome to be here. And no offense to you, but much more importantly, thanks to you all, riders, supporters, volunteers. We're all making this incredible impact together, collectively. I'm a newcomer to Pedal the Cause, and I can feel this thing. I keep hearing these stories and seeing these images and watching these videos, but I've actually never ridden. So I cannot wait tomorrow and Sunday to not just feel this thing, but to feel the thing, do the thing together. So I can't wait. And one of the things that I love about this cause is the clarity of the impact. Funding early stage cancer research. On the video, David said words like venture capital, startup, seed funding. Imagine if that cancer moonshot, a cure, was solved in St. Louis. A miracle funded by all of you, by us, for the whole world, the entire world, all of the communities that we think about and love to benefit from. Impact. So that's a word that matters a lot at Edward Jones. Our purpose is to partner for positive impact, to improve the lives of clients, our colleagues, and together better the communities and society that we serve. And just like groundbreaking research that's leading us toward a world without cancer. So my why this year, and I did a really stupid thing, which is I read all of these boards just before coming on stage, and so I'm barely holding it together. I saw my wife's name. I saw my friend's Kyle's name. I saw a colleague's name on there who I didn't even know was fighting right now. And my friend Kyle, about a week ago, I got one of these really cool emails that we've all gotten that says, bing, you have a new supporter to your Pedal the Cause ride. And it was my friend Kyle. $5,000 donation. And I said, dude, you're not supposed to give me money. I'm riding for you. And he said, honestly, this gift isn't enough. We've been giving to Siteman ever since my diagnosis. And by the way, my tumor markers dropped from 9.8 to 7.7 last week, and I don't even know what that means. But anything under 5 is considered normal. And it's been weeks since I've had chemo, so my immune system is kicking in, fighting the battle just how we wanted it to be done. That is good news. And it's not just good news for me and for Kyle, it's good news for all of us and all of the communities and friends and loved ones we serve. So we at Edward Jones, we're humbled to receive this award. We have an amazing team behind us, hundreds of folks who are part of this each and every year. So thank you so much, teammates. Today is not the end. It's a marker, a milepost on this journey that we're all in together. The fight continues, and our little Fortune 300 firm based here in St. Louis, we've been around for about 100 years. That's why it says that on our jersey. And we're committed to the end to continue to fight alongside you all. So thank you all. Have an amazing ride. Thank you for everything that you do. Appreciate you.
Emery. Edward Jones' support has been game-changing for Pedal the Cause. On behalf of all of us, we thank you. We thank everyone at Edward Jones, everyone here in St. Louis, everyone across the country for your tremendous support. And our congratulations on 100 years of corporate excellence. Way to go. We're so proud to partner with you and so grateful for the commitment that we share to a world without cancer. Thank you.
And I don't think we've set a number tonight, but if you look at our website, we're at about 3.3 million raised to date for this ride. 3.3. That's putting us on track for a record, folks, if we keep the pace up. And there's over 3,030 riders registered. So we have really galvanized the community far and wide. So thank you very much, Emery. Thanks.
Wow, pretty
Wow.
amazing.
Very amazing.
Well,
Very
we
amazing.
each have our own unique reasons for being here tonight, and we've heard so many stories. In being part of the Pedal community, we're united through an important shared goal.
Yes, Jen, we are. Unfortunately, this year, it's brought many difficult losses for our community, including an incredible man who I was fortunate enough to call a good friend. Recently, Bruce Schneider, he lost his battle with lymphoma, took an unexpected turn, and a few weeks ago, we said our goodbyes as he spent his final days at home. Bruce was 61 years old. Bruce and his wife Pam graciously shared their story with us earlier this summer. Bruce was doing really well in June and was very optimistic. You'll see in a minute. We're honored to share his story tonight with all of you. Their story, their message reminds us that we are not in this fight alone. And with each other's support, we can bravely face these moments, each moments of uncertainty, and create powerful change. To Bruce.
Cancer is tough. And it takes people in your life to help you through it.
New Year's Eve 2020, we were with our good friends. I knew something was really wrong because he's a great dancer and I always melt in his arms and he wasn't moving. It just something was really wrong and I could tell. I put a call into his doctor and I said, we need to do an MRI. Something's really wrong here. So we did an MRI and found out that there was lesions and then my heart sunk. But we knew that we were with the best doctor possible in St. Louis at Siteman.
If you would have first saw me a year and a half ago, you would have said, that guy's not gonna make it. Okay, I couldn't walk. I could hardly breathe. There were times in this past year, people close to me said, we thought we lost you 2 or 3 times. Without Pam in my life, you and me, we're not having this conversation today. So without love, compassion, faith, honor, hope, it doesn't happen. Luckily, thankfully, I have the best partner in the world to get me through it, but I need to tell you something. The people at Siteman, they're not gonna let you die. Not on their watch. I just felt like I was totally being taken care of.
They have helped get him to where he is today, which right now he's feeling great and he's playing golf and he's living his life and he's having quality of life.
When you've been down and out for a year or a year and a half and you feel good, there is no better feeling. If you can feel good, do good. Help other people. Get involved in the community. Get involved in Pedal. You get to ride your bike, you get to be with 4,000 people, you get to hear great music, you get to eat great food, you get to be with great people.
And you have a community supporting you and giving you hope.
People need our help. Your donation now may help someone you love, and it may help somebody that you know.
And who knows if it might be you one day. I mean, we never thought it would be us.
We need the funding so it doesn't happen to other people. Everyone's cancer is like a snowflake. There aren't two that are exactly alike. So we gotta keep researching. We're grateful to the community, to everyone that stands up and donates to Siteman, to Pedal. I really don't know if I'd be here today if it weren't for them. I love you.
Walking through the shadows, out here in the night. Just need some hope for tomorrow. We will be fine. In the middle of the valley, when you're looking for light, I'm right behind you, I'm with you, time after time. I got you through and through. Cover me, I'll cover you. I'm standing by your side. We are
you so much. Thank you. Thank you all. You know, David, we started out this night, and while I was at Taste the Cause running into so many people I haven't seen in a while, we complained a little bit about how cold it was. Because that's what you do. Because it was 90 degrees 4 days ago. But then we were talking to each other, and we said, but you know, we're here. We're here for it. We're here for the cold and the heat and all of Pedal Weekend. And someone shared a tattoo that they got that said, "Be here now." So watching Bruce's video, I thought about that. Thought about Victoria and all the people we're riding for this weekend who aren't here. We're here. We're so glad that you came here tonight, because with the cold and it being a Friday night in September with a million other things going on, you could have found an excuse not to be here. But you're here because we're family. Pedal family, thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for being together in this with us. And we're so excited to see you the rest of the weekend.
You bet. And Jen, thank you so much for leading the way here. My friend Bruce would have said to all of us, go get 'em and all love. With that, good night.
Thank you to Dave Grelly's Playadors. Thank you all. Have a good night. Be safe getting home.
See, you got ritualistic, cleansing my soul of addiction for now, 'cause we're falling apart. Tension between us just like the giving says. You got issues that I won't mention for now, 'cause we're falling apart. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, passing up on my old ways. I can't blame you, no, no. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, passing up on my old ways. I can't blame you, no. Just leave them for now, they keep falling apart. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, passing up on my old ways. I can't blame you, no. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, flashing up on